everyone. I know that I am late uploading my weekly video, which I normally do on Wednesday, but I am just beside myself. I can't even wrap my brain around all of this stuff that's gone on the past couple of days. I just don't know how to rectify my feelings and my fear as a wife of a black man, as a mother of biracial boys and a biracial girl, but I just don't know what to do with how I'm feeling with losing Philando Castile, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, and Alton Sterling. On the other hand, we have Dallas officers being shot by snipers, which, hello, is equally horrific. Just stop shooting people. Just stop. Stop being an asshole. Don't do it. Teach your kids, just because you can assert your power over somebody doesn't mean that you should. They're people. Love them. They matter. Yes, Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna say it. Saying all lives matter, while it may be true, is like going to a cancer walk and screaming, "There are other diseases!" You look like a jerk. Stop saying it. If you say all lives matter, that's rude. Of course, everybody's life matters. But what we're trying to say is Black Lives Matter. It's not only Black Lives Matter. It's not exclusively Black Lives Matter and screw everybody else. It's not we hate the cops, Black Lives Matter. If you say that the only time that you think about race is when the media tells you about yet another black person being shot by a police officer, then guess what? You have white privilege. Whether you're racist or not, you have white privilege. That's afforded to you. No questions asked. If you have skin that looks like mine, you have white privilege. If you say that racial discrepancies between the way that police interact with different minorities versus white people is something that's fabricated, you obviously have never been pulled over when somebody black has been driving. Or you're just not good enough friends with somebody who is black that can tell you many of their stories. Most of them have multiple stories that they can tell you. If you think that the only reason that you're hearing about it more often is because the news media has a financial vested interest in furthering this racial divide, which, while they may, that's not the case at all. These interactions have been going on between police and minorities since black people were freed. It's nothing new. What is new is the fact that they are being killed by police officers. Plain and simple. That is news. That is why you're hearing it more often on the TV. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990 did a whole episode on it called Mistaken Identity. Carlton was driving a car that didn't belong to him but belonged to his father's business partner. And the police officer pulled him over, and Will, who was experienced, kept trying to tell Carlton how to do it, and Carlton, believing that it didn't matter what his skin color was, is totally blown away by this whole scenario. A few disclaimers just to put it out there. I am not anti-cop. In fact, just today I spoke with a dear friend of mine from high school, and this person is a police officer, and they were able to give me some insight that I didn't have. Do I believe everything that this person does? No. Does that person think everything that I believe? No. But guess what? We were able to have a dialogue, which is exactly what needs to happen. Number 2, I do not agree with every method employed by the Black Lives Matter movement. But that doesn't mean that I cannot still support them And it also means that I can trust the good police to police themselves internally, do a gut job of all of the people that are giving them a bad name. And as police officers, I would think that you would want to get those jerks who are in there giving you a bad name to get rid of them. So to clear everything up, not anti-police, not a full Black Lives Matter movement supporter, but I support Black lives. Because they do matter. What do we do as a society in response to the tragedies? Stop freaking killing people. It seems pretty easy to me. Call me crazy.